Hey guys, my name is Stephen Tamman, and today I'm going to be talking about privacy settings on Discord. So prereqs to this video, I've already made a couple other videos, one about setting up the Discord applications or using the web app, and then also just a video describing the general interface for Discord. And so I would consider both of those things prerequisites to the material in this video. Now, Discord has a setting in its interface that allows for direct text messages and calls between people on the same server. And so you can enable this or disable this at a global level using the normal Discord settings interface, or you can also enable it and disable it on a server by server level. And so again, the main gist of this is if anyone shares the server with you, if you have this enabled, they'll be able to call and message you. And if you have it disabled, they won't. And so, as I mentioned, we have both a server by server and a global level for this. And I'll now go ahead and show what these two things look like. So the server by server, again, we have our server list over here on the left. You can right click on a server, and in the right-click menu, you can click Privacy Settings. And here's the setting that we're talking about. If you want to enable it, of course, you have the slider to the right. And if you want to disable it, you have it to the left. And so if you have it enabled, then you can have direct messages and calls from server members. And so again, you can do this for different servers. You know, they all have their own setting for this. And these settings take priority. So if we were going into global settings here and we go to privacy and safety, the setting that we are toggling is this one right here. Allow direct messages from server members. So if I were to toggle this off now, it gives me the option to apply whatever change I'm doing to all the servers that I have. And so when you enable and disable this at the global level, this will only apply to new servers unless you accept that option. However, when we have our servers here, when you have these settings, the server by server settings, this will take priority over whatever your global setting is. And so back to our presentation here. Once you have this setting enabled or disabled, this will govern the rest of your privacy, essentially. So the other factor in all this is who your friends are and who can add you as a friend. Now, even if you have this setting here disabled so that people who share a server with you cannot just call you, then the only people who can contact you are your friends. And so then we have the question of, okay, well, who can become your friend? And so you might not want to be able to receive friend requests from just anybody. And unless you have a good reason, I would usually suggest that you only let people who share a server with you add you as a friend. And so this is a setting that is in the global menu, like we were just in here. So we go back to the privacy section here. Here is where you choose who can add you as a friend. So you can toggle on, different things here. You can see here we have server members as what I have toggled here. So what this means is that anyone who shares a server with me can add me as a friend. And what this means in general is that the easiest way to add someone as a friend on Discord, if you have this setting set to people who share a server with you, is to go ahead and get on your Discord server and then right-click someone's name in the member list, like this guy, and then in the menu, you then click Add Friend. So in the member list, you right-click, Add Friend, and that will send them a friend request, and they can then either choose to confirm your friend request or deny it. And so these two things together represent the settings that control your privacy. So again, the first one was whether or not people who share a server with you can message or call you. Friends can always message or call you. And then the second one was controlling who can be your friend. So there's two essential privacy structures that I think make sense for Discord. So the first one is you generally trust people on server X. So on whatever server X is, it could be any one of these, you generally trust the people on that server. And in that case, you can allow direct messages from all people on the server with the server by server setting. And then you can allow people sharing a server with you to send you a friend request. So given the combination of these, what this means is that anyone who shares the server with you will be able to right-click call you or right-click message you. And if you didn't have this, then people would not be able to do that. And people would not be able to add you as a friend just by being on the server with you. And so again, this is for the case where you generally trust the people on this server. Now, if you don't generally trust them, or maybe you don't distrust them, you just don't fully trust them, you can also have things set up on a friend basis. So what you would do for this one is disallow direct messages from people who aren't your friend on the particular server, but allow people sharing the server with you to send you friend requests. So this way, the only people who'd be able to message you or call you would be people who you are friends with. And the people who can send you friend requests are people on the server. And what this does is it essentially cuts down the number of people who can just directly contact you. Now, in general, I would, as a rule of thumb, say that if you are on a big server, it is riskier to have the setting open to everyone than if you were on a small one. And if you're on a server where you know everyone, maybe it's a server for a friend group of people you know in real life, then I usually would say it's best to just let people directly message you. But of course, it all depends on specifics and how much you trust the people on your servers. So this was the presentation on privacy. There are some other privacy settings in the settings menu here, but those are the main ones that I think are important for keeping you safe on Discord and helping you control access to who can contact you.